Alright guys, today we've got a very interesting device in the studio. This is actually the HUAWEI Pura 80. Coming off the Pura 80 series, you might have known about the Pro as well as the Ultra, but this is the more affordable version coming in at RM2799 after you reduce the RM500 pre-order promo. It's got a couple of AI features, a great set of cameras, very nice design, decent battery, so why not let's just jump into the video and find out a bit more of its key features. Let's go. Alright, so first things first, we're going to talk a bit about the AI features because there's a couple of things here that hasn't been on previous Huawei phones. First up, we actually now have AI remove. So if you've taken a photo, you want to remove stuff or objects or even people who has photobombed your photo, you can do that now very easily, either manually or automatically directly from the photo gallery app. Now the second AI feature that we have here is called best expression. And again, just like the name suggests, when you're taking pictures of your friends, one person is pretty easy because you can tell the person to, make sure they open their eyes. But if you're having a group of friends, maybe 3 people together, and you want to make sure everyone has their eyes open, get the best shot, this is where AI best expression will actually help you out. Now finally, we have AI gesture control, which is what we've tried before. Basically, if your hands are dirty, maybe you're eating your lunch, a burger or something like that, but you still want to browse your TikTok, you can just navigate your phone by basically flicking down or flicking up your palm. You can also take a screenshot by just grabbing the screen, which I think is also quite easy to execute. So those are the AI features that are built into the HUAWEI Pura 80. Now I want to jump very quickly and shift gears and talk a bit about the cameras at the back. For a phone at this price point, under 3,000, and again, you might think this is the base HUAWEI Pura 80, but it's actually got a pretty good set of cameras at the back. So first things first, we do have a 50MP with OIS. You have that physical variable aperture if that's what you want to play with. You also have a very nice 12 megapixel periscope telephoto lens with 5.5 times optical zoom. And finally, you have a 13 megapixel ultra wide. So let's take a look at a couple of photos that I shot earlier. With the ultra chroma color, the pictures do actually turn out looking very accurate. We have very good blues, very accurate greens, and of course, very accurate reds as well. I noticed that skin tones also came out looking very true to life. And it was just really fun to use the 5.5 times telephoto lens as well. Not only are you able to capture different kind of perspectives with the kind of lenses that you have at the back, but each photo actually turned out looking very high quality, and it's something that you might actually see on a more premium or maybe even a flagship device. So again, I'm actually very impressed with the kind of cameras that we have at the back here, not just the main sensor, but also the telephoto lens, which is able to capture quite a fair bit of detail. Huawei is saying that the phone itself is designed to capture and process colors with 1.5 million spectral channels with the XD Fusion Pro technology, and you can definitely see it showing up through these kind of photos. Now moving on, while I was shooting all those photos and videos, I also noticed that the battery held up pretty well. We've got a pretty decent size battery in here. It's a 5170 mAh unit, not the largest but definitely not small as well. And in terms of charging, you do get a 66 watt wired and 50 watt of wireless supercharge. Now moving on, another thing that I noticed while taking those photos is that the screen itself actually remained very bright even though I was under some pretty strong sunlight. Just a quick note about that display, just check out how slim those bezels are all around, and they're actually very symmetrical. So I think this is not something that people mention a lot. It's also a 120Hz refresh rate, that means everything is very smooth. And the display itself is protected by that 2nd gen Kunlun glass that makes it 20 times tougher than standard screens. Now last but not least, in terms of the design, now what I like about this device here is that it comes in this very minimalist kind of look. Check out the back panel, it's all in these very nice and smooth matte materials. And if you just zoom in a bit closer to the sides, the frame itself is made in this brushed aluminum kind of look. So overall, it just feels and looks very premium. The device itself comes in 3 different colors. You have the frosted black, you also have the frosted white, and also the frosted gold, which personally I think looks really beautiful. Wait, one more thing before we go, just in case you're still wondering about Google apps being able to be installed, yeah, you can install all of your favorite Google apps directly into the HUAWEI Pura 80. Now at the end of the day, again, like I said, this phone has been flying under the radar, but if you're looking for a very solid device for under 3,000 ringgit, again, that's with the promotional price. The official retail price is RM2799, but with the pre-order you get 500 ringgit off. Not only that, it also comes with a free Huawei Band 8 and Huawei Scale 3. But yeah, for the amount of money, you're getting a very solid device, one that looks really good, awesome cameras at the back there, strong AI features, and a pretty good battery. Let me know what you think about this device, guys. Is this something that you might actually consider buying? Let me know down below. Hopefully today's video has helped you out, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye bye.